Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another video. So today I'm gonna be talking about Far Cry 5. As many of you know, the trailer has finally dropped for the game, a long-awaited trailer in my opinion, and it has got a lot of people excited, including myself, for the new setting of the game of Hope County, which is located in the USA. So today I'm gonna be talking about the 5 things I want to see from Far Cry 5, but before I get started, I just want to urge you guys to go into the comment section and write down your opinions, your suggestions for what you would like to see when the game finally comes out on February 27th, 2018. So let's get started. So first thing I want to see is multiplayer. Please include proper free roam multiplayer, Ubisoft, that would support maybe between 6 to 8 players. Let us just roam around, liberate locations together, have dogfights in the sky, because I know you teased us with those planes, and I'm really excited for them. As you know my channel, I do love my planes. Let us race through the forests, mountains, fields, and plains in the world. Even the ability to have friendly damage, to make things funny and interesting for you just to be able to mess around with your friends. No doubt that Ubisoft will craft an incredibly detailed world for Far Cry 5, so please let us explore that world with a group of friends and mess around in it instead of limiting us to 2-player co-op, which is cool enough, but I feel like it's almost like a wasted potential. Why limit us if you have such an amazing open world? If you give us enough content and multiplayer support, the game is gonna, in my opinion, last much longer than having mainly a single-player story with some co-op elements in it. I mean, just imagine the epic and funny moments that could be had in the game, flying through the sky as a 6 to 8 man team. I mean, they kind of hinted that the world is gonna be massive if they're including planes in it, or even racing with all kinds and sizes of vehicles throughout the world. The gaming community is filled with creative people that I'm sure are gonna come up with some really interesting game modes and challenges to keep the game going. I mean, we live in 2017 after all. I don't think a 6 to 8 player multiplayer mode would be much to ask from Ubisoft. So another key feature that I'd like to make its way to Far Cry 5 is just the freedom. Give us the freedom of choice in the game, as well as making the world feel alive. Populate the world with interesting animals, interesting side quests and activities for the players to experience. Something different from the usual go to the village, which is overrun with the bad guys, with the enemies in the game, and then kill them in order to liberate it and receive control of that sector, gathering supporters to bring down the religious cult in Hope County. Basically every Ubisoft game out there. Give us the ability to, for example, sabotage fuel supply runs, which would result in the enemies being grounded and unable to get air support from the planes. And another example would be to set up an ambush out in the wild by collapsing trees onto the road or blocking it with bodies, cars, tires, anything. And then the patrols that will be going down those roads, once you take them out and the others hear about that, they'll send more men to that location from the neighboring villages, leaving them weaker for you to be able to take them out easily. Just make things interesting and feel like they have more depth to them instead of just doing the same thing over and over again by going to a specific location to take out a city or liberate the city from the this religious cult in Hope County. Hunting. As silly as it sounds, I'd love to see proper hunting mechanics in the game. Similar to how The Witcher 3 has done their monster hunting. You'd visit villages, talk to the NPCs, look at the notice boards to see if there's any dangerous wildlife that's bothering the locals in the area. They would give you the rough location of the animal that it was last sighted in. You'd have to look for scraps of fur, claw marks, paw prints, and potentially investigate wildlife or humans the animal has killed before tracking it down, shooting it, and then turning it in for a proper reward. I'm just excited for the setting, for the mountainous region, so it would be pretty cool to sneak around through the forest trying to hunt down a bear, just to kind of fully immerse yourself in the world of Far Cry 5. I feel like one of the most important points for me is music and atmosphere. For me, music sets up the atmosphere of the game more than the pretty top-of-the-line graphics. Music is just key to an open world exploration game like Far Cry. I'm not only talking about the combat music, but some good exploration, ambient sounds, even wildlife. the wind and everything. I just want to be fully immersed in that world. I mean, look at the games like Skyrim. In my opinion, the music almost made the game for me. I still find myself listening to a lot of the songs, remembering the epic moments I have experienced in that game years back. Make me want to revisit the game and hopefully relive those moments that one more time. So I think that would be pretty key, and a missed opportunity once again if they don't focus on it, because to be honest with you, from the last Far Cry games that I've played, I can't really remember the soundtrack pretty much at all. So if they have really good music in this game, that could make for an amazing game for me. Modding. Look at what happened to Skyrim or Fallout. Do I need to say more? Do I just have to make a point about modding? Can we just have mods, please? Ubisoft, mods. Give us mods. So that is gonna do it, guys, for my 5 things I want to see in Far Cry 5. So let me know in the comments, like I said, for what you would like to see in Far Cry when it eventually comes out. Let me know if I missed anything, if you agree with me, or if you disagree with me. Just let me know, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel for more Far Cry content in the future, because as you can tell, I am pretty excited for that game. Maybe not from my voice, but because you know, my voice doesn't really get excited for anything anymore. At least I'm totally faking something, but never mind. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and goodbye. Bye.